Toys R Us is an American toy, clothing, and baby product retailer that opened in 1948. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified of my latest videos. Please hit that like button and leave a suggestion or a comment. You might see that in a future video. Thanks for watching, and now back to a regular scheduled program.
I don't want to grow up, don't want to grow up. I don't want to grow up, don't want to grow up. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. From bike to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is. I want to grow up, 'cause if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up, don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Charles Lazarus, founder of Toys R Us, began his career in retailing in 1948 with $2,000 in his savings and a $2,000 loan. He converted his father's Washington, D.C. bicycle repair shop into a children's furniture store. Eventually, he added toys at the request of customers and renamed the store Children's Supermarket. He added a second store, implementing a cash and carry system, but it was the opening of his third store that established him in the industry. In 1958, Lazarus opened a 25,000 square foot discount toy store that offered a wide variety of merchandise and boasted prices 20 to 50% lower than those of other retailers. The first Toys R Us, dedicated exclusively to toys rather than furniture, was opened by Lazarus in Rockville, Maryland. Lazarus also designed and stylized the Toys R Us logo, which featured a backwards R to give the impression that a child wrote it. By 1966, store profits had reached $12 million, but Lazarus had only added one store and needed money for expansion. He decided to sell the company to a discount store operator, Interstate Department Stores, for $7.5 million. This was done under the agreement that Lazarus would retain control of the toy operation. The arrangement worked in the beginning, but in 1969, when the store showed an $11 million profit on $589 million in sales, Interstate started to feel the heat from the competition. By 1974, even with the expansion to 47 stores and a $130 million yearly profit, Interstate had lost $92 million, and they filed for bankruptcy. Lazarus continued to gain profits in the toy division, due in part to his idea of selling toys year-round instead of just during the Christmas season. He was also encouraged by toy manufacturers in the form of generous credit, and by 1978, he had generated enough profit to pull Interstate out of bankruptcy. At this time, Lazarus regained control of the company, renaming the chain Toys R Us. The new name was written with the R backwards to gain attention. With 72 stores and a 5% of the toy market, Toys R Us showed a $36 million profit on $349 million in sales during that first year. From 1978 to 1983, Toys R Us net earnings grew at an annual rate of 40%. Market share climbed to 12.5%, and the number of stores grew to 169. During this time, the company expanded by opening the first two Kids R Us clothing stores. So what were your memories of Toys R Us? Leave a comment below. I was personally going to Toys R Us in the late 1970s to mid-1980s. I'm a huge Star Wars fan whose parents would take me to get some of my favorite Star Wars toys there, especially those action figures. Who could forget those iconic little orange price tags on the box? Almost like a badge of honor when your friends saw where you got it. Another wonderful memory was when my uncle took us to Toys R Us to go on a shopping spree at the store in 1984. I remember my cousins looking at me and my brother with jealousy as their dad let us buy whatever Star Wars toys we wanted. Let me just tell you this, Christmas came early for us. Toys R Us became a source of stiff competition for other toy stores, causing change such as Child World and Lionel to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 1992. In 1993, Kids Central, operated by Service Merchandise, closed completely. In 1997, Toys R Us bought the chain Baby Superstore, creating Babies R Us. Although it acquired new businesses in the baby furnishings market, the store continued to lose business to Walmart and the other warehouse clubs. In an attempt to reverse this trend, some of the stores revamped to make more customer-friendly. Along with this Concept 2000, 2 megastores were opened under the name Kids World. These combined the toys, babies, and Kids R Us stores under one roof, along with a restaurant, hair salon, and candy store. That experiment lasted 2 years from 1996 to 1998. In 1997, Toys R Us lost in court to the Federal Trade Commission, who charged the company with using its marketing clout to force major toy makers to sell popular toys only to Toys R Us and not to the warehouse clubs. In 2004, Toys R Us launched a plan to remodel and relaunch the chain. Blaming market pressures, primarily competition from Walmart and Target, Toys R Us considered splitting its toy and baby businesses. In March of 2005, a consortium of Bain Capital Partners, Kohlberg, Kravis & Roberts, and Vornado Realty Trust announced a $6.6 billion leveraged buyout of the company. In May of 2009, Toys R Us acquired FAO Schwarz. That same year, Toys R Us subsequently put temporary FAO Schwarz boutiques in its U.S. Toys R Us stores for the holidays, and in October of 2010, the concept was expanded into permanent boutiques in Toys R Us stores. FAO Schwarz branded infant and toddler items were available in all of the Babies R Us stores nationwide. In December of 2013, 8 days before Christmas, Toys R Us announced their stores in the United States would stay open for 87 hours straight. In October of 2016, Toys R Us sold FAO Schwarz to 360 Group Inc. On September 18, 2017, Toys R Us Inc. filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, stating the move would give it flexibility to deal with $5 billion in long-term debt, borrowing $2 billion so it could pay suppliers for the upcoming holiday season and invest in improving current operations. It was initially stated that only the US and Canadian operations would be affected, and that its brick-and-mortar stores and online sales sites would continue to operate. In January of 2018, the company announced it would liquidate and close up to 182 of its stores in the US as part of its restructuring, as well as convert up to 12 stores into co-branded Toys R Us and Baby R Us stores. Toys R Us Inc. later announced that all US locations would be closed. On March 15, 2018, Toys R Us received approval from the bankruptcy court to liquidate its stores.
The end of an era. One of the most recognizable names in American retail is closing its doors today.
John Schumo has more on the end of Toys R Us.
It thrilled generations of children.
This is the Lego set that I got.
But the shelves at Toys R Us stores across the country are now bare.
It's something that I grew up with, and to see it now empty, it's just sad and heartbreaking.
Charles Lazarus opened his first store in 1948, selling baby furniture in Washington, D.C. A few years later, he turned his attention to toys.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
With catchy jingles and a logo a child might write, Toys R Us grew to revolutionize retail in the decades that followed.
Toys R Us was the largest toy retailer for a good chunk of its 70-year history, and it was iconic in many ways.
But the company eventually fell on hard times. Attempts to alleviate mounting debt failed, and the once dominant brand declared bankruptcy.
A combination of the structure of the company plus the advent of an online shopping universe just made survivability impossible.
The chain announced it was going out of business in March, with some 700 stores shutting down. The final 200 closed their doors for good on Friday. Shoppers leaving this New Jersey store for the last time said it felt like they were saying goodbye to an old friend.
Well, I got my grandson grandson and my granddaughter the last of their Toys R Us toys.
A disappointing end to what was once the world's biggest toy store. John Schumo, CBS News, Secaucus, New Jersey.
And the store's mascot is ready for his next adventure, too. He's moving out. This picture of Jeffrey the giraffe is going viral. You can see him standing in the empty store with a suitcase waving goodbye. It's been shared more than 292,000 times since it was posted on Facebook yesterday. So sad.
Poor guy, where's he going to go now?
Unemployment line? Poor guy.
On June 29, 2018, Toys R Us permanently closed all of its remaining U.S. locations after 70 years of operations. On March 15, 2021, it was announced that brand management company WHP Global acquired a controlling interest in Tru Kids, which is the parent company of Toys R Us, Babies R Us, and Jeffrey the Giraffe brands. In North America, WHP plans on opening Toys R Us stores again, and on August 19, 2021, WHP announced a new shift in branding by partnering with Macy's to sell toys on the retailer's website and open store-within-a-store location. So maybe our childhood toy store will be back after all. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you just watched my video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.